BRATAKUS, Final Girl, y así arranca la primera parte de este programa, así arranca el Es Esto de la Fábrica del día de hoy, esta parte del programa, esta sección del programa, en donde lo que hacemos es hablar, redefinir, repensar, analizar y todo, mucho más arazas, todo lo que rodea a la industria de la música, una actividad que hace un puñadito de años nada más, décadas, unos 20, 30 años, un puñadito de años si hablamos a nivel de historia, precisaba de barcos, de aviones, de containers que distribuyan de un lado al otro la música y lo que se te ocurra del arte. Esas cosas han cambiado un montón y para hablar de todos esos cambios es que nos hemos nutrido de diferentes diálogos, hemos hablado con productores, con estos, con los otros, hasta sonidistas inclusive, ¿no? Digo bien, Raulo, hasta llegar a un montón de bandas, como es el caso del día de la fecha donde nos vamos para Escocia para hablar con las amigas de BRATAKUS que ya están conectadas con nosotros. Hi, how are you? Is there anybody out there? Diría el amigo Gilmour. Hi, I'm Manu, this is Raulo.
Hey,
Ahí está.
Vamos.
hello.
Okay, my name is Manu, there is Raulo. He's gonna make you the questionnaire we make all the ones we interview. It's a little weird, but not be afraid. And later we are gonna talk about the present of BRATAKUS, okay?
Okay,
Excellent.
Perfecto. Sí.
nice to meet you.
For us too, it's a really pleasure to meet you. Manu became a big fan of your band. I have to tell you, Manu is not a punk rock fan, but I don't know why he likes your band, so it's okay.
Thank you.
You know that in Argentina we are fans of the Ramones, you know?
Yes.
The,
us too.
the Ramones are really big in Argentina, see. But we have different tastes. Manu likes the Rolling Stones, that kind of music, and I'm a big fan of the punk. Sí, perfecto.
We're gonna hear.
Sí. Sorry for that. We are going to start with the interview. Sí. Perdón, Manu, soy fanático de los Ramones mal y ver eso es espectacular. So, please tell us your full name, where are you from, and how old are you, please?
I'm Bria Quinn and I play guitar in BRATAKUS. I'm 29 and I come from the Highlands of Scotland.
Highlands, okay. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm Ona Quinn. I play bass in BRATAKUS. I am 24 and I also come from the Highlands of Scotland.
Perfecto, sí, estamos hablando con Bria y Ona de la banda BRATAKUS. Tienen 29 y 24 años y son de Highlands, de la parte alta de Escocia. Can you tell us which is your first memory of you listening to music?
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, that's a good question. So we're sisters, and
Okay.
our father was also in punk bands when we were younger. So
maybe hearing some of his
sometimes his bands would rehearse in our home, and we would hear our father's bands rehearsing their music in our home. So maybe that's our first memory.
Bueno.
Terrible, Manu.
Bueno.
Excelente.
Primera vez que nos pasa algo así, me parece.
It's the first time that we met somebody like you, that the fathers are in punk rock bands. Beautiful. Así que bueno, nos estaban contando, las dos son hermanas y el primer recuerdo que tienen ellas es el papá que tocaba punk y las bandas del padre de punk ensayando en la casa.
¿Una sola banda de punk o tuvo muchas bandas de punk?
Your father have a lot of punk bands or only one?
Lots. Chaotic Subversion, Sedition, Scatha, Tribe, Brain Anguish, many.
Excellent. Beautiful. And can you tell us which was your first instrument and which was the first song that you learned?
So my first instrument was the guitar, which I still play. And the first song that I learned was The Whole Wide World by Reckless Eric, with just only 2 chords in the whole song.
Okay.
Super easy.
No, bien. La mayoría dice Smoke on the Water.
Sí. No, bueno, pero vienen de familia de punk. For you remember?
Yeah, so when I started, I was playing drums as a young child, and I played along to AC/DC. long way to the top.
Perfecto. Bueno, nos estaban contando que su primer instrumento fue la guitarra para Bria, y para Ona fue la batería. Bueno, y la primera canción fue una canción muy simple de punk de 2 acordes, y para Bria la batería, y sí, así. And when did you get the bass? And why you play bass?
I started, drums was too difficult for me, so I stopped early. And then when I was about 11 years old, I started to play the bass instead, and since then it's always been what I've played.
Perfect. Manu, no te rías. Manu is smiling because we fight a lot with Manu because he's a guitar player and I'm a bass player. So, you know what the people say about the bass player. Nada más. Pero dejó la batería, Manu. Excelente. And can you tell us, are there any places to study music for free in the Highlands, or you have to pay always to study music?
So I think most of the time you would pay, but if you... so we didn't go to school. We were taught by our parents at home. But if you go to school, then you can learn music for free in school.
Perfecto. Bueno, ya nos han dicho varias veces, en el Reino Unido en general las escuelas tienen clases de música, y esas sí son gratuitas para todo el mundo. Sí. And can you tell us which was the first concert that you went?
So for me, it was, do you know the actress Juliette Lewis?
Yes.
She has a rockin' band called Juliette Lewis.
Sí, and the Heartless.
Yeah, I was old.
No.
Yeah.
And she really rocks on stage. She really is a rock attitude in it.
Great. Super amazing, a very amazing concert. For a 10 to see, it was very, very cool. And very inspirational to me.
For you?
Well, for me, also, it would have been my father's band's music.
Oh yeah,
As a very young child, I was seeing him playing more of a small gig, and being so young, I didn't really understand that he was playing a concert, so I was like crawling up to him on
pretending to be a horse.
Maybe something like 4 or 5 years old or younger, maybe.
Yeah. But the first big concert you went to was maybe Tenacious D.
Oh, okay. And the first, was your father's band, and later maybe an important concert for you, a big one?
Yeah, I went to see. Maybe my first big concert was Tenacious D. You know, like the comedy.
Relacionado al cine. Las dos relacionadas al cine.
Manu is asking, you like watching movies, cinema?
Yeah, a lot.
Sí.
And of course, I loved Back in School of Rock.
Excelente.
Muy bueno, sí. Bueno, ahí vemos de vuelta, estábamos hablando con Manu, que es no es la primera vez que mezclan el cine con la música, y lo que nos estaban contando que Bria, su primer concierto fue Juliette Lewis, lo que debe haber sido ese show, sí. Y bueno, y Ona nos contó que fue Tenacious D, así que las dos relacionadas, son dos actores que están muy relacionados con el cine, obviamente. And can you tell us how did BRATAKUS begin and why you put that name?
So we started because I always wanted to play in a band, but we live really in nowhere. There's no neighbors, nothing, and I would try to find people who played instruments to start a band with me, and maybe there would be one girl who played the saxophone, and I would try and start a band, but it was kind of difficult. And then I started to play solo gigs myself with an acoustic guitar, but I wanted to be playing loud and heavy and fast music, and it felt kind of, I don't know, I didn't like to do it with the acoustic guitar. And so Ona said that she would learn some of my songs on the bass. She was only 14 years old at this time, or 13, yes, and said, I'll learn some of your songs, and maybe you can record a demo CD, you can give it out at your gigs and see if someone would like to be in a band with you. And so she learned some of the bass lines to some of my songs, and we practiced them together, and then we thought, this could just be the band, we don't need anyone else.
Exactly.
And so we played just the two of us ever since, like that.
Sorry the question, but when you went to school, no, and you said that your parents are punks, what people think about that?
So we didn't go. You want to answer?
Yeah, we never. Our parents were educated us at home, so we never went to school.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. But that is a religion cause, or because he didn't want?
Because they were just living an alternative lifestyle.
And they didn't want to send us to school.
Yeah.
Perfect. Wow. Sí. That is the first time that we listen to that. Terrible. Sí, bueno, les estaba preguntando porque me causaba curiosidad, mano, qué dirán los amiguitos del colegio, de los padres, que los padres eran punks, y bueno, no contestaron directamente, no fuimos al colegio, así que tuvimos una educación alternativa en la casa y bueno, y así que no tuvieron ningún problema con eso. Y nos estaba contando Bria que ella quería tocar la guitarra, quería tener una banda, bueno, y empezó, no tenían nadie cerca porque se ven en una zona de campo, alejada de la ciudad, y empezó a tocar y finalmente la hermana a los 14 años accedió a tocar un par de temas de ella, bueno, y así fue como empezó la banda. In May of 2016 you released your first EP, Gigantopithecus. How was the recording process of that first EP?
We made everything at home in our house, so it was very DIY. We just got and equipment so that we could plug guitars in and record it into our computer, and we kind of learned we had some help from our father, and we sort of learned ourselves how to do it, and we put together everything ourselves, made all the CDs, all the covers, we made them out of paper and folded it so
by hand.
Really, it was learned a lot from
about every part of making an EP. We learned how to do it.
Manu, después we are going to send you some links of a punks band from Buenos Aires, and you can send information for them. And you can change information and that kind of thing. Sí, muy bueno porque se parece mucho, Manu, a la escena punk de los 90 de Argentina, viste que estaban las chicas también que justamente antes de Barbie Recanati que hacían todo ese tipo de cosas. And in April of this year you released your last EP, Final Girls. You changed many things in the recording process, or it was more or less the same?
It was very changed. We recorded with a friend in Glasgow who also...
No. We recorded that in Sweden.
Well, it was two songs.
Oh,
one,
yeah.
One is recorded in Sweden and one recorded in Glasgow. So yeah, the newer recordings we have are done in a studio because we felt now that we can get a better sound from working in a studio rather than
and we have some friends who would help us by giving us studio time, which is nice.
Beautiful. And do you have any composition process?
Yeah. Usually I start by just playing the guitar, and if I find a guitar riff that I like, then I stay with that, and I play it over and over until I can hear a melody, and then I start to sing mumbled gibberish lyrics with no words to get the melody, and then I start to feel what the lyrics might be, and then I play it to Ona, and then sometimes we work out what the bass and the backing vocals would be together, or sometimes I already have an idea, and then the drum track last, and once we have the drum track made, we can pair it. That's how I do it. Do you have a different way? A similar.
You can compose with the bass or not? It's hard.
If I'm writing, then usually I play some guitar also, but I prefer to write on the bass. So usually I would write the song around something which I've written in bass, and then we'll work out the guitar after.
Perfecto. Manu, ¿alguna pregunta tenés?
Sí. Okay, I'm a little lost because in the videos you look so much crazy than now. And I wonder what the BRATAKUS show lives are. Tell me about that.
So, I suppose we have a lot of the time people, when they meet us after we play, they say, "Oh, you're so calm. You're so..."
Live and where you
exactly what is happening to me now.
Express the
Yes.
same way
When you're on the stage, you can let all of your energy out and maybe all of your anger and all of your passion, and you can do it on the stage, and you know it's part of your show, and then you come off the stage and you can be normal again.
Muy bueno, sí.
Muy bueno.
Le,
Cortar ahí.
¿Le querés preguntar por la guitarra, algo así, Manu?
And I wanna know how you find and how you search your sound in the guitar. What pedal you use, distortion, or just the cable and the amp, the pre and that.
So I use the Boss DS1, the orange Boss distortion pedal.
Okay.
All I use, only this. I don't have a pedal board with lots of different things. I just use this and then turn the volume up.
Simple. Sí. Simple and direct.
Yes.
Perfecto.
Yes.
And for the bass, there's the Boss, the yellow Boss overdrive also as my only pedal.
So yeah, one pedal each.
No, the yellow box is vintage. It's from the 90s, something like that, no? It's an old pedal.
So yeah.
Sí, yo lo tenía, mano. Sí.
Have you ever tried the tube screamer, the screaming, the Ibanez, the green?
No.
With the bass?
No, I haven't actually, no.
So
That's a tip. That's a tip for honest.
I very like that sound. I really like that.
Okay, I'll remember that.
A good recommendation.
And you know, we live in this era, and there's a lot of bands who has, you know, a lot of sound, weird sound in the back. BRATAKUS is open to that kind of sound in the future or not? Never.
I think we're always open to things. You know, we like to write things and we like our songs to evolve the way that we want them to. So who knows? I would never say that never. Maybe, but right now we have no plans for anything like that.
Muy bueno, sí.
Perfecto.
¿Alguna otra?
Preguntas.
Sí, hacemos tres más, Manu, y cerramos, ¿te parece? Sí.
Dale.
Three more questions. Thanks for your time. It's nice to meet people that loves music. That is important for our radio. So, three more questions. Can you tell us something about Scotland, your region, the scene? How is the music scene in your region?
So in where we live up more in the northern part, and for punk music it basically does not exist. We always have to travel to play shows, but in different parts of Scotland like Glasgow and Edinburgh there's some really good punk gigs going on, and a lot of good bands, like small DIY scenes, a lot of young people forming new bands all the time. We have a younger brother also who's 17, and he's involved with starting new bands with his friends, so it's a nice kind of scene in Scotland. I think there's like a big age range from like teenagers to older. Like we were saying, our dad has been involved in the punk scene since the 80s, 90s, and still now. So I think the music scene is great and
very diverse, good music scene.
Great. Thanks. Thanks for Ben Records that introduced you. You know Ben Records?
Oh yes.
Yes, they are good people. They send you, they send us your material. Manu, uno de los sellos discográficos que se llama Ben, que están sonando en la radio, fue la que nos mandó el material de ellas y a través de ellos hicimos el contacto. Así que they are good people. Ben Records, we like them. Sí. Punk.
We just signed with them this year, and we're very happy to be a part of Ben Records.
Excellent. Muy bueno. 2 more questions. Can you tell us something about it's BRATAKUS or BRATAKUS, the name?
So, however you want to say it is fine. We say BRATAKUS in our Scottish accent.
Can you tell us something about BRATAKUS' future music plans?
Oh, sorry. Did you say again?
No, it's okay. The future plans of the band.
So we have a new single coming out on the 16th of September called Tokened. It's coming out on Ben Records, and we have a music video that's coming out. And then next year we have a brand new album coming out.
Yeah, so we're really excited because it's been a long time since we've released our first album, and we're really happy to have some new music coming out and hopefully a lot of touring also and playing. So
yes, our favorite part is to tour, so a lot of touring we hope. We're touring in Germany from the 19th of September until the end of September, and hope for
you have the chance to go to Northern Europe, to Sweden. Yes. And you can play in Sweden. You have play. And how was the people? It was cold or not? The people in the Northern Europe.
In the winter time, cold, and the days are very short. But we like it.
It's beautiful.
It's cold in Scotland also, so we're used to it.
Okay, perfecto. Sí, ahí va. Si te parece, Manu, cerramos. Sí.
Sí, me gustaría preguntarle si ellos ven un retroceso del punk o si creen que va a estar siempre el punk.
Sí. Le cuento todo lo de los géneros, Manu, que venimos hablando, no hace falta.
Al pedo, Raúl, al pedo.
Dale, sí. Manu wants to know if you think that the punk is getting smaller or it's developing, always develop.
I think that punk is always developing, and I think a very cool thing about punk now is that a lot of people don't put it in the same boxes, and so it can be about political ideology, and you don't have to have a Mohican and a leather spiky jacket and spit. You can be whoever you want to be, but as long as you have the punk ideology and you believe in that, then I think you're a punk, and I think that's a cool way that punk has evolved.
Thanks for that. Sí, thanks for that. Sí. Muy bueno. Just to finish the interview, we are going to play I Know Nothing. Can you tell us something about that particular song?
So I wrote that song when I was 13 years old. Maybe one of the first songs I ever wrote, and I wrote it about arguing about politics with much older adults who then treated you like you didn't know anything because you were young. And I think you should never ignore the opinions of younger people, because I think everyone's opinions are valid. And so that song was about feeling like I had a lot of things to say, but that people didn't want to hear them.
Muy bueno. Sí. Nice. Beautiful. Sí. Thanks for your time. Sí. We keep in touch, and we are going to send you the interview and some links, okay? Thank you.
Okay, great.
Cool. Thanks so
nice
much.
to meet you.
Bye-bye.
Great to speak. I hope again.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.